let's go into Ask the Fight Guys. Peter, I know you love it. I know you love it. I know you love it. But
yes.
You know what? I decided I was going to protect you today. If anybody was calling you a lion weasel or anything like that, I put him in timeout. So
I actually went through the comments, and other than some long-winded Glovegate conversation pertaining to Tyson Fury, I didn't really see anybody picking on me this week.
Yeah, well, you know, there's always something.
And even in that one, no one was picking on me. It was both of us.
Yeah, it was both. Well,
we're idiots.
We both are, and I've told that consistently, so I'm beginning to believe it. So the first one we're going to go to comes from Largan03. Largan03 says this fight, and he's talking about Teofimo Lopez against Lomachenko. And I'm going to preface this by letting y'all know that Largan03 is a major Teofimo fan. So he says this fight would be pay-per-view because of Teofimo. Think about it. Loma has always been an undercard boxer, and this will be his first main pay-per-view fight because everybody likes big and exciting fights. And guess who made it big and exciting? Teofimo Lopez. This kid is the new star, and he will beat Loma and leave many people shocked, except me. Hashtag the takeover. I'm not sure if this is Teofimo Senior or Largan03 who did this.
He was actually, that was too nice to be Junior.
Okay. Because Junior probably would have dropped that. He's going to kill that guy.
Right.
Tell you, right. He's right now. He's one of if I had to give you one of my absolute favorite guests that we've ever had on this show,
right.
He's one or two. He's one or two. He's number one or number two. So what do you? I mean, for me personally, I don't agree that. I mean, Loma's a superstar. Loma is one of those guys who doesn't need to talk, and that's a very rare type of superstar in boxing. Loma doesn't need to talk to get it to be a draw. He just has it from a skill level standpoint. Loma can do a video on social with him doing something freakishly crazy athletically, which he's very capable of doing, and that almost kind of just garners him a whole. That's the equivalent of his rant for him, you know. So I don't know if you agree with Largan. Do you think that Teofimo is what makes this a major fight?
So I disagree with you.
Okay.
And Top Rank probably wouldn't want to hear me say it either, but there's a difference between being an excellent fighter and being a superstar. Lomachenko is an excellent fighter. Competitively, it's a great fight, and he might even be the favorite, which the odds on he is the favorite. I mean, BetOnline has him as the favorite, and a pretty decent favorite at that.
Yep.
But to be a superstar, you have to check all the boxes that would make you a superstar. Pay-per-view draw, live gate draw, fan engagement, you know, transcending the sport. Lomachenko doesn't do any of those. And I do believe that Teofimo Lopez makes this fight sellable. I think that he's going to promote it better. I think that the reason Top Rank wants to do it in New York is they know better. They know having, you know, a kid from Brooklyn, you know, at Madison Square Garden is going to get more fans to come out. The guy that is exciting, the guy that you never know what you're going to get from a celebration, or, you know, he's had highlight reel knockouts. He stole the show from Lomachenko when he knocked out Mason Menard when Lomachenko fought as the headline that same night. You know, and so I do agree that Lopez is the real selling point to this fight. Now, of course, we have all four lightweight belts on the line. That makes it very compelling and exciting. Like I said, I don't remember the last time there was an undisputed lightweight champion. But I find it to be extremely an exciting fight. And I agree with, you know, who is it? What's his name? What's the username?
Largan03.
Right. I agree with Largan03. I mean, look, I know obviously he's a Teofimo Lopez fan, but, you know, take the fandom away. I believe that he's right. I think that Lopez makes the excitement in this fight. I mean, I think he brings the people, and I think he's outside of the traditional boxing people, right, that are going to tune in to watch this. I think that he makes this a compelling promotion.
Yeah, you know, I love Teofimo. Love him. Loved him ever since I saw him do the Fortnite celebration after he scored a knockout. He did the L thing and he did the dance. I love ever since I saw that, I was like, who is this dude? This dude has it. And then I started watching him more as a fighter. And I'm like, man, dude can fight. And then the Richard Comey knockout. Whoa. I'm just like, you know, the guy is awesome. But there's no way in the world, from a draw standpoint, he's nothing compared to what Lomachenko is yet. Now, if knocks Lomachenko out or beats Lomachenko, then we might be talking about something different. I put it like this. Teofimo's ceiling is higher than Lomachenko, but there's no question who's standing the tallest in the room.
But you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I
how many tickets do you think, what's the most amount of tickets do you think Lomachenko has sold so far?
Are you talking about from just a live gate sort of a thing?
Yeah, live gate. Look at where his most recent fights have been.
Well, I tell you this.
He had to go to England for Campbell because Campbell was the draw. And I know I asked you a question and I'm kind of answering it. He went to Maryland. I mean, he hasn't been the ticket seller.
Well, if you think about it like this, I mean, he's from the Ukraine. So
I understand.
You know, I mean,
is that an excuse?
No, it's not an excuse. But what I'm saying is, you're talking about ticket sales and going to people's houses to fight. I mean, is he going to go to He's going to. I mean, obviously, he's going to be the bigger draw in the Ukraine. Is he going to have people come to the Ukraine to fight? That's not even that's not ever been done by any major. Even the Klitschko's didn't fight predominantly in the Ukraine. So I don't think that. But
they sold out arenas in Germany.
But I'm not. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying that him traveling to other people's homes, I don't think that is necessarily indicative of him not being a big enough star. I'll tell you one thing that you can look at, though, from a metric standpoint, especially in this century, in terms of who has sway. Look at social media standing. He dwarfs Teofimo in both Twitter followers and Instagram engagement. I'm talking about, it's not even close. I mean,
but he also has quite the head start. I'm just also saying, I understand. You know what I'm saying?
You're telling me why. I'm telling you why. I'm telling you what it is. I understand why it is. He has the head start.
But I don't think it makes him, I just don't think it equates him to being a superstar.
I don't know. I don't know if.
It's my opinion.
There's not a lot of fighters. There's not a lot of boxers in the world who have 1.8 million followers on Instagram or more. Not a lot. Lomachenko has 1.8 million followers on Instagram. In today's world, that is very telling in how well you're known. How many different
how many of those 1.8 million are buying a pay-per-view or a ticket to go to a fight? That's really what it comes down to in terms of making the promotion.
I'll ask you this. How many of Teofimo's 150K are buying a fight? He has 150,000 followers. So even if all of them bought it on pay-per-view, it's not enough to make the event a success.
Yeah, but I do believe that he's the draw of this fight. I think that he's I really do.
Highest ceiling. I think he has the highest ceiling. I just don't think he's there yet.
All right, let's see what everybody else thinks. Guys, please chime in.